For Helen Sharkey, the journey back to joyful living has been long and difficult, but she is there. Her story is one of redemption.
I want people to see me as the person I am, which is not perfect, that I've made mistakes, but that I'm trying to right it now.
It is a cautionary tale which demands a return to turbulent times.
I'm a realist, and I know where we are right now. I know what we need, and I know what the alternatives are.
November 2001. Its share price in freefall, Energy Goliath Enron humbly offers itself for sale. There is only one taker, Chuck Watson of rival Dynegy. Having labored in Enron's shadow, the temptation is overwhelming, and Watson pulls the trigger on a multi-billion-dollar takeover.
And we looked under the hood and guess what? It's just as strong as we thought it was.
Watson couldn't have been more wrong. The deal would collapse as layer upon layer of Enron fraud came to light. In the dragnet that followed, Dynegy too is accused of Enron-like financial sleight of hand.
This is about a group of clever people that attempted through deception to convince others that loans were actually operational income, that red ink was actually black.
Among those so-called clever people was 29-year-old Helen Sharkey.
It was devastating. I didn't cope with it. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat.
Having graduated just 7 years before and the most junior member of a Dynegy deal team, Sharkey had propelled her accounting career with hard work and strict adherence to the letter of the law. Then came Project Alpha and the pressure to bend rules to the breaking point.
The typical line that we got from the bank was, "Your friends down the street." And they were referring to Enron. Well, they're doing this, and why can't you guys do this?
They ultimately did. And in 2003, Helen Sharkey paid a steep price, pleading guilty to securities fraud.
This sweet little elderly lady who, she was amazing. She was like in her 90s, walked up to me and was like, "Wow, you see what you get when you're greedy."
Brutal when you consider Helen didn't make a dime beyond her salary off a $300 million deal. While Dynegy's top executives walked away, Sharkey and two others did time. Her 28 days behind bars were served just 10 months after the birth of twin boys.
I missed my child's first steps, one of them.
Stripped of her credentials and branded a criminal, Helen retreated inward.
Feelings of shame for myself, feelings that I had disappointed my father, who passed away before my sentencing. I had to deal with all of that.
In the end, it was the husband and two boys she loves above all else who helped lead Helen to a better place, to the next right thing.
Even though I didn't intend to break the law, what happened out there was wrong. Now as a parent, it's even more important because I'm constantly telling my boys, you need to own your mistake. The first step is to making it right is owning it.
Hiding no longer, Helen has mustered the courage to tell her story in a very public way. The result has been cathartic.
10 plus years after the fact, have made peace with it.
I really felt like poison had drained out of my body. Just the love and support of a group of mostly strangers was so healing. I really can't describe it.
At Texas A&M, to those on the cusp of corporate careers, Helen advises students to listen to their gut, because in her words, that's God talking.
You don't have to be driving the bus. It doesn't have to be your idea. You don't have to be benefiting from something. But if there is unethical behavior and you're a part of it and you don't speak up, you're going to be held accountable. And that's what happened with me.
From student letters that came by the dozen, those words of warning more than hit their mark.
You made me realize just how important it is to stick to what I believe.
I'll be brave. Your courage has inspired me.
Thank you for reminding us that the trials we face can serve a greater purpose.
You are the type of woman and mother I hope to be.
For Helen Sharkey, it's the kind of impact that's delivered peace with the past and the freedom to embrace the future. Greg Groogan, Fox 26 News.